So now I'm going to talk about the beauty of motherhood and embracing it. Yes. Did you feel any less beautiful after delivery?
So I felt normal because
but
my
you're not
concentration.
thinking about that, but when you're back home,
But when I'm back home, I think that's when the reality sinks in that
you're not pretty.
I'm not. No,
got
and
the
this
body
is the
that you
work that
want.
I've got to do.
Yeah.
This is the work ahead of me. You understand?
So how long did it take you to get back into you and feel like you again?
Yeah, I think with each pregnancy, it's been very different.
Let's say with me.
I think I bounced back quite quickly, but for others, it wasn't so quickly, and it's been a struggle, and it's still a struggle because, like I said, the scars are still there, the stretch marks are still there. So even though you've reduced in size, you know, you haven't got a massive belly in front of you anymore, you're still not the same. Do you know what I mean? You're still never the same.
All right. Okay. So how do you what are some of the things that make you happy and keep you grounded, like at peace? What keeps you at peace? Right
As a mother,
yes.
a clean house keeps me really happy.
Top of the list.
Clean house, toilet bowl wiped.
That's not my fault.
No,
That's the boys'
we have
fault.
a different toilet, but still, yeah, that makes me really happy.
Boys are messy.
My friends make me really happy. My work makes me really happy because obviously I deal with so many mothers and people going through
The
this.
same thing.
Yeah, through this journey. So my girls make me really happy, and
Okay.
yeah, and a clean house makes me really happy.
Wesley. And you? What makes you happy as a mother?
As a mother, I think definitely having grandchildren and having to not have those children and having an equally close relationship.
And experience and
Yeah,
everything,
that
but
you
then
don't
they're
have to
not
be
yours.
but you can let them go.
Go.
And but you have the same love and affection for them. So I think that probably makes me happy more than anything. And then personally, for my health and my fitness is top of my list, because I think if you haven't got your health, you haven't got your body, you ain't got nothing, you can't appreciate nothing. So yeah, definitely my health and my fitness. And then I think topping it all would probably be the work that I do in terms of coaching people out of anxiety, out of stressful things that will get their body going all over the place because you're dealing with a lot of emotional stuff. So I find my work incredibly rewarding. And when you people come for any advice, which is not that often because I talk too long, but giving the advice and just seeing all of you progressing and blossoming and, you know, knowing that you're sort of behind a lot of this is very rewarding.
All right.
Yeah.
How does it feel after so many years of being a mother?
Definitely challenging, and I think people think that motherhood and mothering begins and ends once the baby's been born. And I feel, for me personally, I found those early years were the easiest. They were simple. I feel like as you've all gotten older and bring certain challenges, and everybody's, you know, got different personalities and different strengths and different weaknesses. For me, it's been navigating you guys as older children.
How would you say your outlook on womanhood has changed?
My outlook on womanhood. I think since becoming a mother, I definitely have a whole lot more respect for women and womanhood. My question is always, are you happy? Do you know what I mean? Are you happy? And I don't think it's relative to how big or small you are, or whether you've got children or whether you don't have children. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. If you could go back and change anything, would you? And if yes, what?
Good question.
Would you change my gender?
Yeah.
Probably change a few of your brothers' gender.
For all girls.
Yeah,
I don't think mom could take all girls.
I'd have loved to have had a few more girls. That was
Like
But,
three girls and 2 boys.
Yeah.
Give your younger self some advice on motherhood and pregnancy. Just say it out loud. If you could say one thing to yourself when you were 16, when you were 19, what would you say?
Mine
20?
would be not to try so hard. Not to try so hard to be a good mother. Just be a guardian and a carer for your children. Do your best, but don't overinvest in them emotionally, financially, or otherwise. Because it can end up hurting you when that bond comes and you do have to break. Then you can be looking back resentfully at certain things. So I would definitely not invest as much. I would take my job more seriously, just as a mother at a distant level, but not giving so much intense emotion into it. Yeah.
So, this is a very interesting question. What would you do if I was pregnant right now? What would you say?
You ready? Is this girl coming to kill me?
You ready?
Yes, please.
I would say, who's the father? Are you going to get married to him? Has he got money? Can you back up what you're doing? If he can't, where are you going to get the money from to look after yourself? You're 18 now. If you're old enough to be pregnant, then you're certainly old enough to look after yourself. So
I should get out of a house
you'd
that's
have
not
to get
yours.
on with it. Yeah, I would encourage you to get on with it. Not to say that I'd be forced to. You understand? But my thing is, if you're old enough to be having babies, then you're old enough to be having your house, your car, your husband, your property, and the rest that goes with it.
So no.
So no.
So
No babies round here, baby girl.
not without the right circumstances.
Not for now.
And not now when you're working on your career so well.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Don't worry. After this conversation, I'm not even interested.
Like a horror movie.
And your 4 brothers, I mean, like, really?
I'm already taking care of them.
Right, it could be them, it could be, you know,
Mhm.
you could be in this position with them now.
All right. So
Auntie Alia.
I've always been rich
Auntie.
Auntie Lee.
Rich Auntie Lee.
Period. So yeah, this is the last question now.
Yeah.
So, what would you tell a woman dealing with self-esteem and beauty problems in relation to motherhood?
I mean, in relation to motherhood, then like I said, self-esteem is to do with your emotional lack of inner confidence in yourself. The more confidence you've got, the more you will learn to embrace all the struggles that come to your body in life, because your body's going to change with baby, with marriage, with age. You've got to start getting ready for that journey, you understand? Now, the more you kind of embrace all the saggies and the baggies, and I don't say embrace them because you still can go to the gym and get yourself together, but the more you can kind of just accept them as scars of the journey, the more you beautify them, you can find a way to beautify them and not necessarily be covering them up.
Oh.
If a woman has stretch marks, you'll get one woman who's confident, she'll put on a pair of shorts and don't feel no way because she's had babies, she's gone through a struggle, and another one's going to cover it up altogether.
What would I say? I would probably say to somebody who's stay away from social media. It's all fake.
Thank you for watching. Share with your friends, anyone you think you can help, and keep the conversation going.